Hello again everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video we have the Shirk Upright Vacuum Cleaner NZ850UKT, and this is the most suction upright vacuum with pet tool, and it was £189 from Amazon. There'll be links and information in the description as usual. Now there's no unboxing in this video, basically because the wife was impatient and she wanted to use it, and I couldn't record on that day. So, and that was a few weeks ago. We've had it a few weeks, and it has. I mean, it is a good Hoover. It is a good vacuum. I still prefer the Dyson, and I'll explain why in a minute. But our Dyson's broke. The handle snapped on it, so that's an upright as well. So because the handle snapped, you can't push it around. So yeah, just want to show you. Now, we have a dog and his bed is usually there, and as you can see we've left it for a few days, and you can see all that hair there, all that mess, and we've got dog biscuits over here, and we've got bits of tissue that he's been chewing up, which I've just left so we can demonstrate the Hoover or the vacuum, whatever you want to call it. Now, something that I noticed straight away when we got this, just one sec, is this dirt chamber, or whatever you want to call it. Just got two buttons there. You pull that up to take it off. This chamber is incredibly small, I think. Don't know if you can see that. That's where it catches the dirt, and it does fill up pretty fast. The Dyson that we had a way bigger chamber than this and took a lot more. So that's one thing I noticed straight away. Just show you something else. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can see that actually, but we have carpet and hard floor setting. They'll change that depending on what the floor is. We have suction control, so if you want full suction, keep it over this side. If you don't need full suction, push it over that way. We have a handle release button here. You press that, the handle comes out, you can fit your attachment to it. Just pop that back in. Now the wand release button is here, so it will release the wand. On the back, the pipe, the hose has this little clip that pops in there. Excuse me. So that keeps it from wobbling around when you're cleaning your floors. We have the usual attachments that come with vacuum cleaners, your Crevice Tool, and to be honest, I've never known what that one was for, but we have one of those as well. Anti-hair wrap, that says there, but as you can see, that's not actually hair, it's some sort of grass from the garden of the dog. Yeah, so we have the on-off button there. We have a lift away button here, and I believe that is to, just give me a moment, lift the entire. Not quite sure why you'd want to do that actually. Maybe it's for cleaning purposes. You can release the hose there, as you can see, from the dirt chamber. Just put that back on. So yeah, we're just going to test it out, because that's basically what I do in my videos. Just test things and see how it does. Oh yeah, I should mention the pet tool. I think this is the pet tool. It has like little paddles or something that draw the pet hair in. And I should imagine you use this on your sofa and things like that, on your chairs. We're not going to use it today because we're just vacuuming the floor. The cable wraps up here, just pull it off. It's not the longest cable, my Dyson has a much longer cable than that. I'll put on the screen how long it is because I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, just max fill is there. So I said the chamber was small, but when you take into consideration that that's the max fill, it's even smaller than that. Which I think it's a massive. I don't know why, but for me it's a big downfall. That it's really small and it fills up really quick, so you're constantly emptying it. Now, when you live in a house full with 6 people like I do and a dog, that's a pain, and it does fill quick. So I'm just going to turn it on, and then I'm going to start vacuuming. I'll give it a bit for it to do. Plenty of others. There's actually a stone there as well that the dog keeps bringing in. There's elastic bands somewhere on the floor there. Dog basically, it's going to focus on this general area just for the video, so you can see how loud it is, and you know, things like that. So I'm just going to turn it on. Quite loud, but vacuums there. Now you can see there's a little foot symbol there, so when you're ready to vacuum, put your foot on it and you're ready to go. Now we've got the suction at minimum, so it does. You can see it's spinning there. That was the stone I vacuumed up that just dropped somewhere, I don't know where it went. Probably inside. Now obviously we've used this vacuum a few times, so it's quite dirty. Can't really see there, but it has picked up a lot. It was empty, but like here with the doggers that we've just vacuumed up, and that was on the min setting, because that's all it needed to be for this floor. And it has vacuumed it all up. It is a good vacuum, it really is. So yeah, obviously when you get to corners like that, you'll have to use your crevice tool and to go along your scripting boards, things like that. You'll notice I used one hand because I had the camera in the other hand. Now it is, you can probably hear me a bit out of breath because it is quite heavy. It is a bit of a chore to get it around and things. But it does vacuum well, it does do its job, it does what it's supposed to do. The reviews that it's got are fair, and it does have a lot of good reviews, a hell of a lot actually. I believe there's like 16,000 reviews in total on this, on Amazon alone. I'm just going to use the wand release button is there, as I mentioned before, it just pops out, and you can just leave your vacuum as it is, and turn the suction up. Now I've stopped, I've turned the Hoover off there. Just want to show you that this does happen quite a lot actually, and I literally only reached that far away from it and it just pulled it straight over, which is yeah, I mean it's quite heavy, but it does easily pull over, so that is a slight problem. Pick it back up. I mean obviously it would have helped if I had the vacuum facing this way. That way it just drags it rather than pulls it over. So it's more my fault that, to be honest. So now we're done. Pull the chamber off. It's not easy to do with one hand. Excuse me a moment. So once you've opened the lid on the dirt chamber, you can see all the rubbish and hair down there, filthy. And you can also see just how slim this chamber is, and you can really see why it fills up so quick. And honestly, I think that's shocking. I really do. This vacuum cleaner really does have an amazing suction on it, but this chamber is shockingly small. At least for me it is. I don't know, maybe you think that's an okay size, but the Dyson, the chamber was massive on my Dyson. Obviously the filters in here. Give those a clean with warm soapy water, I think. In fact, I'll put on the screen what you should do with them, just in case that's not the correct advice. So yeah, you take that out probably 20 times a day if you're a busy family like we are. Shocking. But having said that, overall it really is a good vacuum cleaner. Show you the paddles underneath there. So you have this spinning, this roller, and then you'll have this one spinning at the same time, and they come together to vacuum up pretty much anything within reason actually. There's a bunch of screws here that you can turn and all this will come out and you can clean it up. You can eject the roller, eject the roller there, give that a clean up if you need to. But yeah, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars, mainly because of the chamber and because I simply prefer my Dyson. I actually miss my Dyson, to be honest. We only got this shirt because that's what the wife wanted. So yeah, I think that's it. Can't think of anything else. I'll put some links and information in the description below the video as usual. If you want one purely for power, then this is definitely a good choice, it really is. But shirt versus Dyson, for me, Dyson wins every time.